it's Fuchsia back with another tarot deck. This was very much an impulse buy and it just came out, so I'm really excited to take a look at it. It's the Pastel Journey. I'm so excited to check this out. This just came out, as in I got the email that it was released and I ordered it immediately without even knowing that it was coming out. And I am really excited to take a look at it. So it's another one by bubbly. So it came in this big velvet bag. And are you ready for this? It's the Pastel Journey. I'm so excited to check this out. I think there was something else in here. Another little bag. Let's see what's in it. Ooh, it's a little pyrite. It's a little pyrite. It's not tumbled completely. It's not completely like the little squares that you usually see pyrite as, but I have like tumbled pyrite and it's a little different, like completely tumbled. So it's a little different for my collection. I love it. Pyrite is so sparkly. It's like the epitome of sparkly crystals, and I love it. Especially since, so news, I launched my candle shop. I'm actually going to be doing a vlog this month where I'll talk about that and a bunch of other things that have been going on in my life. But I launched my candle shop, link down below, and I'm trying to bring in money with it. So Pyrite is perfect for that. But I'm really excited about this deck. Primarily, well, first of all, because it's completely my aesthetic from what I've seen of the cards. And also, it was made by the person who made the Gentle Heart Tarot, which, if you have seen my previous video on this, it is one of my absolute favorite decks. I love it so much. It is just like so soul healing and absolutely what I needed when I got it. So I'm really excited to check this one out and take a look at it and see how it vibes with me, because I feel like it's gonna vibe with me really, really well. So yeah, I'm really excited. I got the email that this was coming out, like that it had just released, and I didn't know it was coming out. And I looked at it and was like, ooh, I really want this. But I shouldn't impulse buy a tarot deck just because I just saw it come out. But here we are. I did. So no more delay. Let's go take a look. And as with all my, how I'm going to do like just released tarot decks, I'm not going to do the, review like a few months later. I'm just going to go through this and, I'll do a little update on all my brand new tarot decks because I have a few coming. I'll do a little update on those decks down the line in one video, so let's go look. So here is the Pastel Journey Tarot deck by Vanessa Somuayina. I am going to do my best. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Vanessa Somuayina introduces you to the Pastel Journey Tarot, a charming 78-card deck designed to help you find support, strength, and wisdom on your journey through life. This inspiring deck is bound to bring many smiles and a feeling of comfort when working with it. The 4 suits in this deck are Cups, Water, Wands, Fire, Swords, Air, and Pentacles, Earth. The accompanying guidebook offers detailed interpretations of each card, making this deck an ideal choice for beginners or established readers. So there's a preview of some of the cards. I'm so excited. Let's open it up and take a look. I love when they have like little insides of the deck. Since it was one of the first purchases within the first 24 hours, she signed it, and of course, I love when they put like hearts and stuff as dotting the eyes. I always do a little star, and I just love it. It's like being a little like preteen girl again. And I just love how these are kind of reflective. And I am loved, I am worthy, I am confident, I am beautiful, I am gentle. I love it. And here's the guidebook, which we will look at in a bit. Oh, it's clearly never been opened before, and a little stiff there, but we'll take a look at that in a bit. And here's the cards. Now, first off, look at the back of this. I love it so much. You can tell, like, a lot of care was put into this deck because already, like, the stars are reflective, the moon is reflective, and there's, like, the constellations in there. I love it already. The one thing to note about the back of it is that it is not, it's not, like, mirrored so that you can pull the reverses without knowing it's a reverse, but that never bothers me. It bothers some people, but it never bothers me because I'm like, I'm gonna pull the card no matter what, right? So, that is just something to note for some people who that is a concern for them. But then, look at this. Oh my god. It's so rainbowy, and I just love it. I love it. I'm just gonna love this deck already. I do see, like, a quick look, the cards are not in order, which I thought might be the case because the Gentle Heart Tarot was also not in order upon receiving it. So I do have to go through and just put them in order for this video. So we'll be right back. Look at this, the Fool. She's got such a silly face and a little smiley face, like, reflecting that. The Magician is much more serious. You really get a studious vibe from her. Reminds me of Amy from Sailor Moon. High Priestess. I love this. She has a book. You know me. I love books. Yeah, I love it. The Empress. She's just like beautiful and confident and just like ready to take on the world. The Emperor is just a crown. Interesting. Just a crown with the heart like front and center. The Hierophant. Oh, okay. So the Hierophant, she's holding up two fingers like she's being sworn in or like making a vow, and she's got the keys on her chest, on her heart. I know I've mentioned this a lot, but I have historically not really vibed with the Hierophant. But the last few decks I've gotten have been really good. The Hierophant is just like finally like vibing with me with the imagery. So I like it. The Lovers, first of all, love the representation here and just like the mirroring, and I love it. It's so cute. The Chariot. Oh my god, this was me at some point. Like, this was me on the bike with the knee socks, with the pink hair in pigtails. This was me. Oh, and wearing a dress while biking. This was me. I love it. This was definitely me. Like, I don't know, back when I worked as a dog walker, I biked everywhere, and yes, and a basket, of course. Strength, we have the most kawaii lion ever, and just with his eyes closed, a little heart button nose, and just got constellations all over their mane. It's so cute. The Hermit. I saw this picture on the website when it was released, and I sent this to my friend, like, this is you. This is you. And she was like, yeah, as I'm wearing a hoodie, and just like her Animal Crossing character is always wearing like this color hair and everything. It was just like, yep, this is you. The Wheel of Fortune. Look at this. I would spin this wheel. It's very cute. It's interesting that the wheel doesn't really have a quote unquote negative side to it. It's just all literally hearts and rainbows. We have Justice. So she's holding the sword and the scales. She's not holding the sword up though. She's holding the sword down. Interestingly, between her legs. But, just that's a little different from the traditional imagery. It looks like the scales are part of the sword hilt. So that's interesting to combine the two. The Hanged Man with the braids coming down. I love it. I just love all of the imagery on this deck already. I don't have detailed things to say for every card, but I love them. Oh my god, the Death card, look at this. This is amazing with the scythe and again, the most kawaii scythe. And, the teddy bear with the eyes crossed out. And, the skull earrings. I love it. Temperance. She's pouring a cup of tea. And, I like the rainbow kind of imagery of the tea in the cup. And, also, can we just, appreciate the thick thighs? Because I think we need to appreciate that. The Devil, the heart spelling out evil on her shirt. I love this. This is just, oh my god. I would make friends with this devil for sure. Just look at the heart-shaped glasses. I love it. The Tower. Ooh, interesting. The Tower is not destroyed, not in the process of destruction, just waiting. Very Rapunzel vibes. Just sitting there waiting. Also, her shirt says cute on it. And just the vines of roses kind of trailing up or down from there. The Star. So, you know me, if you've seen my other videos, the Star is near and dear to my heart, primarily from the Gentle Heart Tarot. It was the one that was you're gonna get through this. You're going to get through this. Just follow the guiding light. And so the Gentle Heart Tarot deck, the Star is my card from that. And I love this. I love these little purses. They're not practical for me whatsoever, but I love them. And, yeah, I would want to be this person. The Moon has another little, purse with a sleepy moon. I love it. I honestly think I have seen this skirt for sale. There's a pastel goth shop that I like to browse and occasionally buy stuff for, when I can swing the money. And I think they have that skirt. I think they really have that skirt. And the sun. So we have the traditional imagery of the sunflowers, and they're just incorporated into her backpack, her hair clip, and her shorts. And I love sunflowers. My sunflower tattoo. Judgment. Just pointing a finger, very, very, judging face expression on her face. And, but also the wings just kind of incorporated with And also like the badge on her arm. Just judging. The World. Oh my god, I love this. Look, she's just like not quite hugging the world, but just like resting on it. Like, yeah, I'm here. Don't worry about anything. So here we have the Pentacles suit. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, a nice kind of like ruby-ish or rose quartz-ish gemstone being held up in her hand, and with the star just being embedded in the crystal. The Two of Pentacles, definitely juggling them there. So I guess the Pentacles are always going to be represented by that star crystal, and I have no complaints about that. I love that. But she's just so cute. Her space buns. I love it. Also, I want to say like both this and the Gentle Heart Tarot has a lot of figures of people of color. And I just really appreciate that because we need definitely more representation in tarot decks. So I love it whenever I see that in a deck. Three of Pentacles is much more basic. Not really a lot of symbolism in here. Just like three pentacles forming a triangle. The Four of Pentacles, oh my god, those socks. I've definitely had socks like that I definitely wore with my Chuck Taylors. And she's just like sitting there clutching and hoarding her pentacles, like the expression on her face, like, don't you dare come near this. The Five of Pentacles, just kind of sad and alone. She's got that hoodie, like, normally depicted as, like, huddling in the cold. And we've got raindrops in the background. Just like, kind of, woe is me. This sucks. Six of Pentacles. She's got the scales and the balance and letting go of some coins and just kind of like confident, but you know, balancing the scales. Seven of Pentacles, the harvest, just like putting in the work so that you have something to reap later. And just standing there, like, taking a breather and appreciating it. Eight of Pentacles, traditional imagery of the hard at work, making the, doing the repetitive tasks to become a master, to make them all perfectly. And I just, look at her hair. I love it. I love it. Nine of Pentacles, look at this strawberry dress. I love it. Alright, Nine of Pentacles, just surrounded by these ripe fruit and pentacles ready to harvest. And she has a little bird just singing, and it's joyful and just so cute. And then Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles is usually depicted as like family stability and just like being able to pass on things to your future generations. But here we have two dogs, and I just love that. I love that. As someone who does not have children and does not plan on having children, I love the dog imagery because my cats are definitely like children to me. So we have the Princess of Pentacles instead of the Page of Pentacles. And she's, first of all, I love the style. I love that dress. And just holding up the pentacle, like, it's the beginning. Like she's not quite ready for action, but she's looking at it. And we have the Knight of Pentacles on like a merry-go-round horse. I love that. Like the merry-go-round horse is interesting for the imagery here because the Knight of Pentacles is all like slow and steady and everything. And the merry-go-round, you know, just goes around in circles. You don't ever like reach a destination, I guess, but you do. It's just I don't know, it's just interesting imagery there. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, I love her dress. I love the look that she's got going on here. And, I need every single outfit in this, this deck. I need them. But she's just, she's just very, casually holding the pentacle. Like, she's very assured. Like, I have this, but I don't have to hold onto it very tightly, unlike like you see in the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the King of Pentacles. And again, like sitting there confidently, just holding it out, ready to share it with others. I get the feeling with this. But also like got a little stern face, like you better deserve being shared with. So the sword suit, Ace of Swords, this is definitely like Sailor Moon wand energy. I love it. I love it. And then we've got a crown at the tip, like, it's all the way at the end, like, you can get there, but it's gonna take work. And the Two of Swords, just, sitting there blindfolded, just, I like the arms crossed, very traditional imagery. The swords are right next to the blindfold. She can cut it off if she wants, and she's just not. Three of Swords, very traditional imagery again. Not much to say about this. It's the cutest Three of Swords I've ever seen. Four of Swords, this is interesting because Four of Swords is all about like rest and relaxation and restoration, taking a break so that you have the energy to go on later. And but instead of the traditional figure of a sleeping person, we have someone praying, meditating, just taking a break that way. And I think that's important. Like, you can take a break in that manner. You don't have to, take a nap to take a break. And I think that's a very important message here. Five of Swords, all the swords fighting with each other. You don't really get the impression with this one that they're really fighting. You do, but also, they're just making a really pretty design. So it's not as brutal as the Five of Swords is usually depicted, which makes sense because this is not a brutal deck. I really like the pattern that these swords make on this deck. We have the Six of Swords, so she's in a boat, very much a paper boat, and got her hand lazily in the water, just kind of stirring up the water, and just not bothered, just ready to go where the boat takes her. We've got the Seven of Swords, definitely sneaking away, except maybe not. She looks like she's just sitting there, and just she's got the classic anime sneaky evil shadow on her face, and I think it's great. She's just yeah, I did it. Eight of Swords, she's bound, and this is really funny because that's definitely bondage binding. And she's like, yeah, I put myself in this situation. The Eight of Swords usually much more victim than she seems to be here. Nine of Swords, again, a very gentle Nine of Swords. Still swords above her, pointing at each other, kind of. And she's sleeping. She's not woken up by nightmares. She's not bothered. Maybe she is internally, but she's not showing it externally. So very different from the traditional Nine of Swords. It's just very, very gentle deck. And even here, the Ten of Swords, even here, she has all these swords sticking in her bag, in the back of her legs. And she's just like, oops, I guess this is where I am now, kind of thing. She like still doesn't seem very bothered by it. So that's just so interesting. She's just like, yeah, this is how it is. The Princess of Swords, just ready to take up that sword and set out on like an adventure. She's not even holding the sword correctly, so it's definitely like she's just beginning. She doesn't really know how to do it, but she'll learn. The Knight of Swords, so this says fight like a girl, which I love. And she's got these peace signs up, like she's like, I don't need to have a sword in my hand. I have power no matter what. Her back is facing us. She's facing whatever she's looking at, whatever is coming towards her. So that's interesting, because usually the Knight of Swords is like facing that way or to either side and like charging ahead. You have the Queen of Swords. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful and just like so confident. She's holding that sword, but she's got her eyes closed. She's just like, I'm not going to have to use this, but I'm going to hold it as a sign of power. And the King of Swords, also holding the sword, but this time his eyes are open. He's kind of like a little across his body, so like in a defensive stance. Not really like looking to attack or anything, but ready to defend if necessary. Here we have the Ace of Wands. The wands is symbolized by a rose with the thorns on the stem. So I think that's like a very important thing to note with the wands specifically. Like the wands are not as like cutting like the swords, but they can be a little harsh, a little prickly. So here we just have like the wand just shooting up and blooming. The Two of Wands, two wands on the side of her, and holding the world in her hands, and just like, I have the world here, I have the potential for the world, but where do I go? Do I go with this one, or do I go with this one? Do I continue walking forward, like through a gate? We have the Three of Wands all tied up in a bow. Very different imagery from what we normally see for the Three of Wands. It echoes the Three of Swords with the heart and the swords sticking through it, but this way it's all prettied up. It's definitely a much more positive thing than the Three of Swords. We have the Four of Wands, just having some fun dancing together. Again, I want that dress, and they're just having a great time. We've got the Five of Wands. One of my friends always describes this card as the dick slinging contest. Like, it's just so stupid, and things that don't need to be an argument just get built up about the argument over time. But here we have this one person, instead of fighting with other people, she is throwing those roses at people. And actually, this reminds me of Sailor Moon, where Tuxedo Mask would always just like make a dramatic entrance by throwing a rose at the villain. Here we have the Six of Wands. She's on a little unicorn plushie, and she's like, I've been through some battles, but here I am. I'm ready. Like, I was victorious. I have a rose in my hand, and she's just ready to just celebrate her victories. I think it's really interesting, though, like, that she has an eye patch, because usually the Six of Wands is definitely like after a battle, victorious kind of feeling in imagery, but we never see the actual figure with with an injury, with battle scars or anything. So that's an interesting little detail that I really appreciate. We got the Seven of Wands. She's holding a sword this time. She's ready to cut down those flowers if need be, but she's also just like standing there in a casual pose that suggests she's ready to defend herself if necessary, but like her sword is sheathed, and she's ready to defend herself, but she is not going to start the fight, and she's not going to do it unnecessarily. Eight of Wands, we have the traditional imagery of the Eight Wands falling down very swiftly. There are just roses here. So very traditional imagery here. Not much to say about that one. Nine of Wands, just in the garden of roses. She's holding one, and she has like little pills on her sweater. She's got a bandage. You get the feeling that she's been through it. And she's just not completely victorious yet. And then the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands can sometimes be read as like being overburdened and needing to reach out for help, but also sometimes like you have a lot to carry, but you're kind of doing it, you know? So here she's got all these wands that she is holding, but she's got them clutched tight to her chest. So either she's just like holding them very securely, but the thorns are able to like maybe prick her, maybe hurt her, but also she's just like keeping them close to her chest because she's not asking for help. Like, she will not ask for help here. Princess of Wands. She's just standing there holding it very confidently. She's got this coy look on her face, and she's holding her skirt out and just kind of like, yeah, I got it. I'm gonna flaunt it. Knight of Wands. Ooh, this is interesting. Instead of being on a horse, she is the horse. We have a centaur here, and she's so pretty. She, especially the tail, really reminds me of My Little Pony. I'm pretty sure I had My Little Pony with a tail like that as a child. And she's just like bounding forth, and but she is the horse here, and I feel like that's really interesting. Queen of Wands, she's looking up, she's got a sunflower, she's got a rose, the two mixing, and just like, Standing there confidently, she's looking upwards at possibly like the clouds, something above her, and she's not really focused on what's right in front of her. King of Wands. Okay, here's Tuxedo Mask without the mask. This is Darian, or this is Mamoru, ready to transform and throw the rose. And also just kind of like, very kind of romantic vibes here. Just like side-eyeing you, being like, should I? You have the Ace of Cups. Okay, the cups are boba. I love it. And I will accept no boba that doesn't look like this. I'm sorry. The Two of Cups, two people just sharing time out to get some drinks, some fun times. Gals being pals. The Two of Cups is usually portrayed as like romantic relationships or very, very close friendships or partnerships. And I love it. The Three of Cups holding the cups up triumphantly is definitely a really fun vibe with them being boba cups and not like, you know, the usual chalices. I love that. Also, look, my nails match. My nails match these two nails. My nails are different colors, but I just had to point that out. The Four of Cups. I love that she's like contemplating that, like, do I need that? Like, I've got all these. Definitely gives it like a little different vibe because of the expression on her face. She's like, do I need that? Instead of just like, no, like, instead of just like, nothing's good right now. The Five of Cups, crying over some spilled lemonade or something. But she still has the two cups of boba, but she does not see them. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is very much like tapping into your childhood innocence, your childhood joy, and like this deck definitely overall gives childhood vibes, very joyous and just innocent, but they do it really well with this card as well, especially since they changed the imagery from these like starry cups to roses, and even like the whipped cream is a rose. Seven of Cups. Oh my god, the cutest Seven of Cups ever. So we've got all these different choices. We've got our riches. We've got our snake. We got our death. Look at the cute little ghost. All these different choices. Some good, some bad, and all very cute. Eight of Cups, leaving the cups behind, turning her back. The sweater like outright says, "I'm leaving." I love it. Just like ready to go on to whatever the next thing is, but with a little sorrow. Even the moon looks a little sad. The Nine of Cups, push. Everything is right there. Everything's within your reach. You're almost there. You just have to push forward a little tiny bit more and you'll get there. And the Ten of Cups, all these cups in the rainbow. Very traditional imagery with the rainbow and the cups. No figures though, but otherwise very traditional imagery. We have the Princess of Cups. She's looking at her phone. She's not focused on the cup. She's not focused on all that the cup represents. She looks kind of a little annoyed as what she's seeing on the phone. So that's an interesting take on it. the Knight of Cups. Looking back, but not like looking back into the past, just like looking back behind her, like there's someone back there that she wants to look at. I don't know, from here I really get the vibe that she's like about to walk into the movie theater. I don't know why, I just get that vibe. Here we've got the Queen of Cups. She's confident, she's staring right at us. She's holding the cup up, not really triumphantly, but very, like, confidently, like it's above her lips, so, like, she's not about to drink from it. She's just like, here it is. And then we have the King of Cups, who, in comparison, is holding it in a very, very casual manner. He's got his head tilted to the side, just like, yeah, how you doing? Just very confidently, the way he's sitting, just, not like cocky, just confident and nonchalant, trying to give those nonchalant, casual vibes for sure. I can't get over the sides of these cards. So that's the flip through. Let's take a look at the guidebook and see if we can get a feel for them. So we have full interpretations of the upright, and keywords for the upright and keywords for the reversal. So that's very similar to the Gentle Heart Tarot does that too. So there are full interpretations for the reversal for the suits, but not for the major arcana. And they're like little cards that are actual full color, which you don't usually see in the guidebooks because, you know, it takes more money to print them. But I love it. Ultimately, the Pastel Journey Tarot deck's purpose is to support everyone who has ever felt like their uniqueness was inadequate. This tarot deck is here to show you that being different, quirky, and unconventional has its place in this world. No matter who or what you identify as, where you are from, or what you believe in, you are welcome and fully embraced in this sacred space that the Pastel Journey Tarot deck provides. You are seen, and you matter more than you care to realize. I love it. I love this deck already. So let's see how they shuffle. So these cards are bigger than, your standard deck. I have no problems shuffling decks this big. I know some people do because their hands are much smaller than mine, but I actually have, I think most of my decks are this size, honestly. So they shuffle really well for me, at least. I will admit, I have an easier time shuffling, stiffer decks than most people, because the last unicorn deck was, the first deck that I primarily worked with, and, it's like shuffling cardboard. So I've just gotten used to that. But these aren't super stiff. I get the feeling that they'll definitely, loosen up with time, which is the same that, the Gentle Heart was like, so that makes sense. But they shuffle so nice. And they have the same feeling as the Gentle Heart, like the back's the nice matte finish. So definitely a familiar feeling to me in my hands, and I just love them. Okay, cards. What do I need to know? What do I need to know about you? How am I going to work with you? Six of Cups. I'm going to get in touch with my inner child with this deck, which is good because I really need to do that. I have been saying this for a while, and I'm just like, I do not know the last time I got in touch with my inner child. So, so this is going to be a good deck for that. I could have told you that, you know, even without pulling that card, but, good to know. And is there anything else it wants to tell me? I'll do a full deck spread after this video. I just, I like to make those a lot more personal, you know? So, let's see. And 4 of Wands. Okay, so it is a joyous deck. It's getting in touch with my inner child and celebrations, and not just celebrations, but celebrations with others, with the people I really call like the closest to me. Not necessarily family, but more like my found family. So definitely good to know. And let's see, the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. It's gonna help turn some things. That's a pretty good message from the deck. So I'm excited. Oh, I'm so excited to work with this. So I'm gonna go do that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. They go such a long way in helping support this channel and grow this channel. And if you want to see more witchy content, especially tarot content, feel free to subscribe. And I will be back later with another video. If you want to support me in other ways, my social links are all down below. And if you want to monetarily support me, I have a fan house where you get early access to videos and other content. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, magical day.